Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Chad, and this week, it's week 10. I think I'm getting very either behind or ahead or confused or sad. Lots of different emotions. Whatever it is, it's this week. I'm happy to see you. Hold on. Got a bit of chocolate still on your lip there. Okay. Now we're cooking. Who's Mama's little boy? Who's Mama's little boy? I'm losing it. Let's get right into it, shall we? And this week, I'm actually prepared. I typed it on my phone. What do you know? Oh God, it's a miracle. Yeah, so this one's gonna either bug you or you're gonna understand, because I had finals. Again, I didn't really worry about kanji, so I literally studied 10 new kanjis this week. That's it. Minus the kanjis we studied in class, but I never count those. So right now I'm at 475 in the Heisig method. Next week I'm gonna, kick it up, and I have a month-long break in July. God, I'm stuttering already. The school's giving the one-year students a month off in July because there's gonna be so many students coming to the school then, and they want to make sure that the one-year students have priority and they're not just getting swarmed with new students who are gonna drag down the classes. But yeah, so I'm gonna also during that break catch up a ton on kanjis and vocabulary. So on this week, on Monday, we reviewed only for the test all four I don't even know what you call it. Episodes, chapters, segments, pieces. Basically, there's 4 classes in a day. During all 4 of those, all we did was review. One sec, I am famished. Oh, that's the good stuff. Okay. On Tuesday, we actually took the test, and it was weird because the first 2 classes, the first 2 hours we had, when we really should have been reviewing because everyone in the class was panicking, they made us do a pointless kanji class, and the kanjis weren't even on the test. I guess it worked out because I did indeed pass my test. Actually, I took pictures. If you guys want to see what the JLPT N4 kind of looks like here, I have the pictures on my phone, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about them, and they'll pop up on the screen. So the first picture is a picture of my total score on grammar and conjugations and all that sort of stuff. I got a 95 out of 120, which I will take gladly. That's better than I usually do. So that's almost an 80%. The next one was one I knew I was going to fail anyways because it was all the kanjis that the JLPT N4 has, but they were doing it in the Genki format and doing it the way that they teach it, which I can't study because it's impossibly hard and I don't learn that way. And so I knew I was going to fail it anyways, but I did actually better than I had anticipated. I got a 35 out of 55. Which is, not awful. It's like a 60-something%. Technically on the JLPTs, in each section, you only need to get a 50%. So technically I did still pass that, somehow. The next part is meaning, so understanding the meaning of not only the kanji, but of the whole sentence and how it's conjugated and what that means. Basically, there are all these choices that talk about what that sentence actually means, beyond just the sentence saying it itself, and you have to pick which one is the most right, which is always super difficult because there's so many things that are it could totally work, but you just need more context to know it. And so really what this comes down to is the really subtle bits that just kind of make it lean more towards one way or another, which is so weird. I'm so used to A plus B equals C, and when you get past the JLPT N4, which is kind of the finisher for the elementary or beginner Japanese, which is so dumb because it's so much information that they consider this freaking beginner. But what did I get on that? I got an 8 out of 10 on both pages. So there's 2 pages of it, and it was out of 10 points on each, and I got 8 out of 10 on both. So that means maybe I'm understanding a bit more than probably average. Right now, there's only gonna be one more JLPT test before I leave Japan. It's gonna be in December, and you have to sign up and decide which one you want to take in July. So if I'm not feeling confident enough that I'll finish the JLPT N2 by then, I have to take the 3. And the 3 is pointless if you want jobs in translation, or if you want jobs interpreting, or if you want jobs in Japan. The entry level is your business level fluency, and that's N2. So it's kind of do I stretch out my hand and grab my N2 by December? Because I should have it easily by March when I leave, but December. Or do I just kind of douche down and go, okay, I'll just get the N3. Because I'll be way past the N3 by then, so I don't really know what I'm going to do. That's kind of a sidetrack, but just kind of one of those ideas that float in my head. But anyways, let's keep moving. This next piece is the listening practice, not reading practice. This thing was so dumb. So you're looking at the score and like, wow, Chad, that's terrible. It is terrible. The first part was easy. If you're looking at this, you see like pictures, and pretty much it's just a conversation between two people at full native speed, like not slowed down at all, and you just have to pick, oh, which book is right, which haircut is right. When the person's talking about their city, what's the most popular thing there? And it's usually like a 10-sentence dialogue that the people kind of talk. The first one was okay. I basically passed. The part that screwed me, do I have a picture of it? Oh, I do. So I'll post the picture right here. This is the listening part for the part that screwed me. This is, I don't think I'm supposed to have this picture. I took a picture of the syllabus when the teacher was explaining it and didn't tell her. So I don't know if I'm supposed to have this or not, but who cares? Basically what they would do is and we didn't get a prompt. They didn't tell us how to do it. There was no, prompt on the thing. The teacher didn't tell us. She just said go, and you get one go at this. And what happens is there will be a sentence where the person says, oh, two people are talking in a doctor's office or whatever, and then you'd have like a short dialogue that would go with it. So you'd have like 10 sentences of people talking and kind of weaving their way through a whole bunch of stuff. And then you have at the very end of it, they give 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you have to circle which answer is right, and the answer is which one is most right. Again, it's one of those most right sentence things. You have to listen to an entire explanation, like a sentence or two explanation of the answer, and you have to circle which one is right. And at the very end, they go over the question again and then go to the next question. And so this is in such a long, drawn-out format with no instruction until after you've already listened to it. It was just so stupid hard that there isn't a single person in my class that passed this. Nobody got above a 50% on the listening part because we had no prompt, we didn't know what was happening, we had no idea what to listen for, and when we finally did know what was happening, it was already too late because there's only 5 questions that count for like 10 or 20 points. So it just completely killed our score, because the total test, like the total you can get on that section was like out of 13 points. And when 10 of the points are on this last section and you don't get a prompt or figure out what's happening until the second one, it freaking kills you. So that was hard. And if you guys are like, oh, well, it's not that hard, look at that pic one more time. Here it is. Look at this picture. Can you even read that, let alone listen to that? So don't give me your shenanigans. I did my best. And I did pass, but it was just, that part really freaking killed me. All right, let's keep moving forward. So on Wednesday, we started the new book. That is this guy. So this is the start to the intermediate textbooks we'll be getting. This is ChuuKyuu E Ikou. It's the pink cover, so it's the revised version, and I'm getting sweaty from all of these lights. It's hot here in Japan. Do you guys mind if I turn on the aircon? It's a little steamy. Alrighty. There we go. Whew. In about 20 minutes, that'll be nice. So ChuuKyuu E Ikou, each chapter, just so you guys, if you're not familiar with the book, you get 4 pieces of grammar in every single chapter. Every chapter has a topic: fast food, earthquakes, I don't know, AIDS, I don't know, stuff. You get about 20 to 30 at the most words in each chapter. A lot of it's review. Basically, ChuuKyuu E Ikou is printed by the same people who do the Mina no Nihongo books, and it's kind of like the after the Mina no Nihongo books. So Mina and Genki have a lot that's similar, and they also have a lot that's different. And so there's a lot of stuff that you don't study in Mina that we studied in Genki. So probably about half of these words, more or less, we already studied. So that helps me a lot. And then in each chapter, you get 4 grammar points, which this one was to ieba, which is like when it comes to, such and such a noun, this other noun is an example. Mo, which we already studied in the Genki books, it's you add it to like the end of a number to mean as many as. We also learned shika, which is as few as. Oh yeah, the reasons for this is because such and such of reasons, which is, it wouldn't make sense because it's a whole bunch of random syllables that kind of line it up, but you guys can buy this book if you want it yourself. And then we had verb ma stem, and then hajimeru and owaru, so like the start of or the finish of. All this, by the way, is really easy. It's all stuff we all kind of knew anyways, just from living in Japan or taking these classes. But it was nice to kind of have them concreted in paper. A lot of what this class was, it was a lot of listening practice, there's a lot of writing practice, because speaking is very easy. This is all stuff we already studied. Just a lot of writing, a lot of that. A lot of kanji practice, because now they're really driving it home, because in this book, if you guys can't tell, in each chapter, there's maybe one short 5 or 6 word sentence in English, and the whole book is in Japanese. The entire thing. In fact, you have to go to the syllabus at the back for words you don't understand, because even when they give you, I doubt you'll be able to see it. even when they give you new words, they only give you the furigana, they don't give you the meaning. Because they expect you're able to understand in Japanese what that meaning is, be it in context or having like a teacher explain it in Japanese. So now, we're not in the kids stuff anymore, you guys, we're in the only Japanese stuff, so that's getting pretty fun. Yeah, the school says you finish a chapter every 4 days. This week we actually finished a chapter in 3. I asked the teachers, they said that we usually finish this book in about 6 to 8 weeks, which is our bridge course going into the intermediate level. That's about it for class. I'll keep you guys updated on like what I think about this book. It's my first week with it. I'm not a big fan, but it's not like there's any alternatives that I have personally. So I guess let's just talk about real quick what happened this week. The first thing that happened this week, I got to go to 2 Fukuoka SoftBank Hawks games. If you guys don't know, I wear the SoftBank Hawks jersey a lot. I hate sports. The only sport I like is rugby. Nobody likes rugby around here. It's never on TV. It's always out of season. But one thing I found was that if I wanted to connect to locals really well, if I went to restaurants and stuff, was just pretend to like the SoftBank Hawks. And what happened was, as I started talking to these people and started watching the games with these people, you end up kind of liking them. Like, I could never watch baseball in America, but I could totally sit there for 9 innings and watch Japanese baseball. It's so fun. I didn't film. I probably should have. That's because I plan on, after I understand everything, I want to go back to the dome and like do a legit video with my nice camera and lights and my microphones and stuff, and not just my phone. But it was so cool. I mean, there were tons of like balloons that people would release. There's all sorts of just crazy chants that people know, and fireworks, lots of fireworks. Also, I got so many comments that I'm like itching not to like answer right now, because you guys know me, I do answer all my comments, but I specifically am not answering the comments from that last video because I'm going to do a comment video next week. I think there's a lot of really good points and a lot of things that a lot of people don't like go down and read comments to like get answers for things, so I think having a video might actually be helpful. One last thing, I'm gonna finish with this because it is so important. There is a fan of mine whose name is, I wrote it down, I think it's pronounced automaton. I'm American, give me a break. And he heard that I broke my pole and, saw last week's video and saw that I was sad. And I have like a little fund me button that I never promote, I never tell people to do because I do this for free, I do it for fun, I do it to help you guys, I don't do it for money. But he found it and goes, hey, I heard that you can't fish because you don't have money for it. I've been in that place, and so I want to, basically bless me. So, I just want to say, first off, automaton, thank you so much. Thank you so much for giving me something that I really, really, it's not a need, but it's a very big want, because I get stressed out from school, I get stressed out from life. The thing that I always do, here at least, that reminds me of home, reminds me of fishing with my dad, is fishing, right? It kind of takes me back to just, it kind of focuses your head like meditation. It's just like, hey, focus on getting the fish. Don't worry about taxes, don't worry about staying in Japan, don't worry about studies, just catch the fish. And you definitely gave me that, so I just want to say thank you so much. I'm going to be making probably just a very short series of like how to fish in Japan, how to buy stuff for fishing, I'm crying already, in Japan, that sort of stuff. I will be dedicating all of those to you, because this literally would not be possible without you. So I don't know if you'll pop up in the comments again. I've actually never seen you before, so I don't know if that was just a one-time thing to help, but I'm sure a lot of the people on this channel are grateful to you, so thank you so much. I wish I could do a whole video thanking you, but I get sappy a lot, and people tell me I'm beginning to be like Markiplier when I cry, not because I like size or anything, but I'm just so sentimental, so I'll just stop now before the internet trolls come in the comments. Ugh. Honestly, that's about all I have to say. Be expecting these Saturday videos to also be changing background outside of my apartment. I'm going to start taking them while I go fishing or while I'm out and about, just because I'm getting sick of editing videos in my house, so just get ready for that. I'm so thankful for you guys. Thank you so much for sticking by last week and how hard that was. Let's keep going together. Let's keep doing this. So I will see you guys on Wednesday with your comment video, and I am very much looking forward to it. So, bye.